r/rules horror. Posted by u/forgotten, King 101. Rules for owning this new manor. Congratulations, you are now the proud owner of this manor. You may be wondering how you go such a big house for such a low price, or many you don't. Who am I to tell you what to think? The thing at this manor, during its life it has developed a few kinks, to put it lightly, but they're nothing to be afraid of. No need to make a mountain out of a molehill. As long as you follow these rules to a T, I can almost guarantee your survival. Don't make eye contact with any of the portraits from 2:30 p.m. to 4 p.m, they may try to take your place. P.S. The photographs are safe to look at, they don't have the same life as the portraits. 1. Lock all windows and doors leading to the outside before sunset, even if you're sure they are locked. Double and even triple check. Don't open any of them until sunrise the next day, they will try to trick you. Don't let them in. If a guest has stayed until sunset, they are now spending the night. 2. If you look outside and the sun has changed color, you have about 5 minutes to find a room without windows. Lock yourself in or in absence of a lock, hold the door closed yourself and wait no less than 15 minutes after this. Exercise the room and check on the sky. 3. If it returned to its natural color, you are free to go about your day. If it stays the color it previously was, return to the same room and repeat until the sun has returned to normal. If it is a different color than what it previously was, find a different room and wait there instead. The previous room is no longer safe. Repeat until the sun has returned to normal. 4. Don't go to boiler room. Ever. Even if your water isn't hot, the problem will eventually fix itself. The boiler room is a portal to someone else. 5. Don't use the back door. 6. If you see a figure wandering the halls from the hours of 12 a.m. to 4 a.m, it could be one of 3 figures. If it's shorter than you, regardless of how tall or short you are, then you should find a stuffed animal from the nursery and give it to the figure and tell it to go back to bed. If it's taller than you, grab it by the hand and lead it to the kitchen. It's hungry, but don't worry, it won't eat much. If it's roughly the same height as you, shoot it. There is a small firearm in the left nightstand in the master bedroom. Do not hesitate, as it won't hesitate. 7. When waking on the rug in the second floor lounge, make sure to drag your feet. If you don't, they may put a sharp object under your feet. 8. If you notice an arrival of clothing goes missing from your drawers, don't expect to see it again, and if it does turn up, burn it. It is not safe to wear it, and burning it is the most effective way to make sure no one else wears it. 9. If you ever eat in the main dining hall, make sure to pray before your meal. It doesn't matter your religion, if you don't pray you will get food poisoning. Although this poisoning is almost never fatal, it will make you miserable for 2 to 3 days. 10. If you ever look in the mirror and it's not you looking back, make sure that whatever is on the other side doesn't realize you can see it. Just go about your business as normal, but do not, under any circumstances, forget to turn off the light after you leave the room. 11. If an item falls between the couch cushions, it is gone. It now belongs to whatever lives in the couch, and the entity doesn't like to share. 12. If you ever enter the kitchen and see a basket of pastries, look at the ribbon around the basket. If it is red, feel free to take a pastry, but only one. If it is blue, don't touch any of the pastries. If it is yellow, take one pastry but immediately burn at the fireplace. You will find most unwanted items of a supernatural nature are safely disposed of with the fireplace. 13. If you hear whistling coming from the attic from the hours of 5 p.m. to 7 p.m., that is the figure known as the whistler. Stop whatever you are doing and do everything you can to not make any noise. If you do make noise and the whistling stops, take the gun mentioned in Rule 5 and shoot yourself with it. Trust me, this is a far kinder fate than what catches you once the whistler finds you. 14. Make sure to skip the third step on the first flight of stairs. It's creaky. 15. If you see a man with a hunting rifle outside your window at night, don't worry, he's there for your protections. You can leave some type of food or drink for him as a thank you on the steps of the back porch. It doesn't matter what, he will be thankful anyway and will increase his chances of coming again the next night. 16. If you see figure sighting on the bench on the stair landing, do not use those stairs until he's gone. 17. Ignore Rule 16, I have no reason to hurt you. 18. The paperboy doesn't like it when you forget to pick up your daily newspaper. 19. When you leave the house, even if it's for just a moment, make sure all the doors and windows are locked. You don't want anyone or anything to get in your absence. 20. Make sure to take care of the garden. Some of the plants get aggressive if not properly taken care of. 21. Once again, ignore Rule 16, I would love to speak with you. I'm a great conversationalist. 22. If you hear walking coming from a different floor, hide. However, if you hear the sound of ankles popping with the walking, don't worry, that's just Fred, he's harmless. 23. If you accidentally scratch or damage the walls, floor or ceiling in the tool shed and it starts to bleed, go to the bathroom connected to the master bedroom. Look below the sink, there will be some bandages. Use them to cover the injury damaged area after cleaning it with rubbing alcohol, which can be found in the same place as the bandages. Now that you have a list of the rules, I recommend you read them over several times, memorize them. That may just save your life. Anyway, let me know if I can assist you in any way. Next story of this video. Posted by u/Arwalia. Safety tips for exploration. Greetings, young one. So, you have grown curious about the world beyond, have you? While it is good to have a healthy respect for the unknown, rest assured that with these general safety tips your little adventures will remain pleasant ones. Please note that you are not bound by these rules. The following is just a list of suggestions in no specific order, and your mileage may vary. Be polite. You should follow this regardless of location, but a reminder doesn't hurt. They will be polite in turn. Respectfully decline any food offered by them. You won't be trapped in their realm if you don't, but their stomachs are immune to many poisons. You don't want to know what they consider edible. Do not offer any food of your own either. You will need it for yourself, and they will grow offended if you do. You don't want them thinking you are trying to trick them. Beware of hunters. They will trick you with their words, talk you into a rule paradox, and no one knows what they will do to you next. Avoid their attention, and flee their presence if spotted. Never, ever, touch their metals. Never. You don't know what it is. Never assume it's silver or white gold. They don't have easy access to it, and for them it's quite valuable. It's safer to assume any metal can kill you. Metal talismans in the shape of a crescent moon, usually with holes punched in it, are a sign you are unwelcome in a dwelling. It means the inhabitants are under a horse's protection. Make no mistake, in their world, these creatures are powerful familiars with hooves of iron who will stomp on intruders. For the reason listed above, avoid all and any horses while in their world. You didn't misread, their hooves are made of iron. They do not follow the same rules we do. It is shocking and offensive, but try to be gracious. Give them some hints and warnings before they have the chance to break any of ours, and try to be culturally respectful of theirs. You are in their world after all, be a courteous guest. If one of them helps you, you do not technically owe them a boon of gratitude unless you acknowledge it. You may, instead, grant them a wish. Never grant more than 3 wishes. They are under the impression that is the extent of our power. Be sure to keep it that way. Be certain none of them follow you back home. If they do, they will have to stay. This will only sour our agreement with their kind, and you will be liable to punishment by the higher courts for your carelessness. Avoid using your wings unless necessary. They get jealous when you do, and might call a hunter. Never shed your glamour. Never, ever. They will grow violent if you show them your true form. They know what you are, and they may be curious. They will claim to have seen it all, a manner of speech. Few of them possess true sight, and they will insist they are unafraid. They may say showing them your true self is a right of trust and friendship. Refuse, every time. Their minds are more fragile than they think, and you will pay the price. We have lost many to their terrified rampages. This is it. If you follow these general tips, you should have a pleasant, safe and culturally enriching experience in their world. Remember to enjoy yourself, and be respectful of cultural differences. They call us the fair folk, so we better exercise some fairness, don't you think? Have fun. Update. Extra considerations. In light of recent outings, we feel it necessary to expand this guide. Please don't start relationships with them. Many of you are young and can't help your feelings, but realize most of them won't live to see a century. Save yourself the heartbreak. For the love of everything sacred, don't have intercourse with them. We realize many are unhappy with the changeling ban, but hybrid babies are not the solution. Stop granting the gift of immortality. We are one immortal tyrant away from a catastrophe. The high courts are discussing the possibility of setting this rule in stone. Don't ruin things for everyone for the rest of eternity. Sneaking your new friends in and offering them food is not a funny prank. Not even if they agreed beforehand and wish to stay in our world. The high courts will not lessen your punishment. Our magic can't sustain a growing community of their kind in here. Stop telling them your names immediately. They found out it's a source of power. No, you may not retaliate by stealing theirs. Seriously, you youngsters are the reason why we can't have nice things. Outings may become restricted or forbidden in the near future, so pay attention to your mail for any new pamphlets with updated information. And please, use some common sense in the meantime.